everyone. I'm Sunshine, and welcome to Saturday's first Witches of the Moon. I'm your Saturday host, Sunshine Morning Ray. And of course, a lot of you are thinking, what is she wearing? So let me explain. Our first topic is how did we come to our path, and what do we believe witchcraft is, or what do we believe witches are, or what makes you a witch? So I wanted to put a little bit of a twist on things. And I wanted to start this with what I think witches are not. So during this, what I'm going to be doing is basically removing all of this, okay? So let me start by saying, I want to tell y'all how I came to my path first. I was not raised in a Wiccan or witchcraft household. My mother is and was agnostic, which for those of you who don't know what that means that she believes in a higher being, but not necessarily the Christian God. But my great-grandfather and great-grandmother, who came from the Appalachian Mountains of West Virginia, and my great-grandfather was a water witch, and my great-grandmother was a granny witch, and until the time that they died, which I was still very young, I was exposed to this type of thing. So I had exposure at a very young age. Of course, not the in-depth stuff, but you know, the mysticism, and every now and then, you know, a spell here and there, and my grandmother's intense love for nature and animals, and so very early on I was exposed to it. My mother's sister is a witch. She goes by the Fire Witch. She still is. She was back then, and she still is. But I wasn't really raised in a witchcraft environment. I can say that my mother let us experiment with the different religions that we wanted to try. And I tried many, Baptist, Catholic, and I can say that I wasn't happy with any of them. So during my first early marriage at the age of 17, I was very unhappy and searching for something. And I can say that I turned back to my heritage and back to my great-grandparents, the old ways of Appalachian witchcraft and granny witchery. And there's a lot of mysticism with that. You may have a little bit of trouble finding a whole lot online about that, but one of these days maybe I will do a video with a little bit more information on that. But so I want to say at about the age, you knew they had to get in on it. At about the age of 17 is when I started practicing again, and my studies started, and I did the Wiccan year and a day. And I discovered I'm not really Wiccan. But that's basically where I got my start. So I've basically been on my path for 30 years. So there, okay? Now, what do I think witchcraft is? Let me first tell you what I think it is not. I can tell you that witchcraft to me is not about the glam. It's not about the glamour. it's not about all the things that you can get and all the things that you can buy, and it's not about, and I apologize to any Harry Potter lovers out there because I am an avid Harry Potter lover, but it's not about the abracadabra and the blinking of the eyes, and it has its mysticism, but we are not about, personally, I don't feel that we are about any type of blood altars or blood offerings. I've never been one to need to do that, and my magic has been absolutely perfect and good to me. Bear with me, I'm kind of disrobing while I'm doing this. So, I'm not, although dancing in the rain is a fun thing, I don't think that it's required, especially when you're naked. So let me tell you a little bit about what witchcraft is to me. And y'all are going to see me in the raw for the first time, and this is going to be scary. So what is witchcraft to me? Witchcraft to me is something very dear. It's very humbling. It's very, it takes a lot of knowledge and a lot of study to get to where you need to be to learn witchcraft. It's not just something that you learn overnight. It's something that involves balance and harmony, and that allows me to be one with myself, and when need be one with my deity. Excuse me, I'm trying to take these contacts out at the same time. I'm a very strong believer in being one with nature. I think that that is very important for all of us. I also believe that it's very important that we have balance in our life. And it seems to me like the, and I'm not Christian bashing, so bear with me, I'm sorry. Hey, stop. It seems to me like there's a lot of other religions out there that just don't have the balance, and it's very one-sided. And if you ask me, witchcraft is very much about the male and the female, and the elements, and feeling the things around you, and knowing the things around you, and being able to communicate with those things is also very important. I enjoy being able to be one with nature. I enjoy my meditation time. I enjoy the balance that I know that it brings me in my life when I'm having difficulties. I know that there is a reaction to every action. So yes, I do follow the threefold law, even though I am an eclectic witch, and I'm not Wiccan. Okay, you guys are about to get really, like, super scary because I'm going to take off my makeup. This is going to really freak you out. But I think it's very important when you are, when you decide to follow the path, that you know that this is an ongoing thing, and you will never know anything if you don't study all the time, practice all the time. Keep your studies up. It's very difficult for me to say what witchcraft is because it's very personal to me. It's a very personal thing. It's a spiritual thing. How do you describe a spiritual thing? That's why I thought I was going to have so much trouble with this video. So, yes, there is some mysticism, and yeah, that's really cool. But you have to remember that along with that mysticism, you get people thinking that you're nuts and that deep down inside you're a demon worshiper or a devil worshiper, and I don't appreciate that, but I've learned to get by it. I love my herbal practice. Healing and helping people is very important to me, and I think that that's really huge in witchcraft. I think it's important that people know that when you are a witch, it's almost like that you're drawn to that. You are drawn to help people. You're drawn to want to do things for people, and I'm an avid animal lover, and I think that that has a lot to do with witchcraft too, because you are one with nature, and I also have a great respect for my ancestors and my loved ones, and that's another part of witchcraft, is being one with your ancestors, spirits. Because a lot of witchcraft has a lot to do with intuition and gut feeling and positivity and, of course, negativity, and dealing with energies and learning to put them out there and I can't even think of the word. Put them out there to where you know it's going to happen when you have an intention, and being at peace with yourself and what you're doing, and knowing that when all else fails, you always have yourself to turn back to. And if you are a practicing witch with a deity, which not all are, but if you are a practicing witch with a deity, that you have a deity that you can turn to. I personally work with Hecate, and she's there by my side all the time. When I'm having trouble, she's the one that I turn to. And because I'm solitary, I can't say that I have a whole lot of coven experience, but there's also that feeling of sisterhood and brotherhood that I have managed to find in the YouTube community and through social networking, which has been just incredible. And so what does being a witch mean to me? Being a witch means to me, it's my lifestyle. I've done it for so long. It means peace and balance and harmony in everything that I do, everything that I see. It means not being afraid to be yourself. Okay, here comes the scary part. Oh my gosh, that thing is so hot. But it means being able to be yourself, and connecting with people. And I really didn't want to repeat the same things that my other co-hosts have done, so I wanted to try to make this a little bit different. But I want you to know, if by chance you have any questions about what my practice is or how I feel about things, I want you to know you are more than welcome to get with me and ask me any questions. And I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and that you got to see the raw me. That's scary. So if you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe, because this is going to be an awesome channel. There's some really awesome witches on here that are going to be covering some awesome topics. And so if you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you, and it's so awesome to see you, and I hope to see you back again. So take care, and I will talk to you soon. Love you. Blessed be. Welcome to the Witches of the Moon, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.